But the border has been a huge source of controversy. Now we're just days away from the anniversary of SB 1070, the immigration bill that made national headlines. Threats of boycotts were rampant, and many business leaders called it an economic shot in the foot. 1 year later, we take a look at how it affected our state's economy. Mi Amigos relies heavily on visitors from the Phoenix Convention Center right down the block. But this 16-year-old downtown staple is seeing smaller crowds these days.
In the previous 2 years that I remember, there were conventions almost every week.
Mirsa says business is off 5%. Bookings at the convention center are also down. 4 groups canceled their reservations at the convention center over the past year in protest of SB 1070. The Greater Phoenix Convention and Visitors Bureau said that cost the state $12 million at a time when the economy was already struggling. But there were predictions of an even bigger boycott. Jeff Fournier from Massachusetts was in town for the American Truck Dealers Convention.
I think it's rather short-sighted to just pull out either way for whatever your beliefs are.
Economist Elliot Pollack says the law will cost the state about $230 million over the next few years in tourism dollars. But he calls it a drop in the bucket.
Big dollar number, as a percent of gross state product, it's small. And then the impact on the state budget is also relatively small.
But Mi Amigo doesn't consider the drop in business so small. It had to cut hours for some of its workers since SB 1070 went into effect. And when it comes to conventions booked in Phoenix, the projected numbers are down this year. 46 groups have made reservations for 2011, a drop from 62 meetings last year. But in dollar amounts, that's only $5 million less in revenue.